You want to stand out on Sims YouTube, but you feel like every Sims idea has already been done? Speed builds, legacies, rags to riches. It's easy to think there's no room left. But here's the truth. Originality isn't about ideas. Originality is about standing out. But standing out isn't about being the first. It's about being unforgettable. You don't need to reinvent The Sims. You just need to show people why you're different. Because no one can tell your story the way you can. Sul channel surfers, Chanel here. Thanks for tuning back into my channel Chanel. And if you're new, welcome. I help Sims YouTubers grow and turn their passions into success. So if you want to level up your Sims channel, you're in the right place. Here's what most Sims creators don't realize. You're not supposed to invent something totally new. You're supposed to make it feel new because you're doing it. Almost every Sims idea you can think of, cast challenges, CC hauls, mod reviews, 100 baby runs, even save file tours, it's all been done before. Hundreds, even thousands of times. And that's not a bad thing, because originality isn't about inventing a brand new idea. It's about how you bring your ideas to life. True originality has two parts: the spark of a fresh idea or a fresh take on an old idea, and the way you execute that idea, your style, humor, editing, storytelling, personality. Even if you start with a challenge thousands of Simmers have done before, your twist, the way you play it, the stories you tell, the Sims you create, that's where real originality lives. Two players can do the same challenge and create completely different experiences. One might turn it into a cozy family drama, another might create chaos and comedy. Same idea, totally different feeling. You don't have to be the first. You don't have to be the most extreme or the most viral. You don't have to force originality. You just have to let your real creativity shape the story. Whether you're building differently, creating differently, or playing differently, that's what makes people care. And that happens naturally when you stop copying and start trusting your own spark. Hey, you were born an original. Don't die a copy. And yes, I stole that quote, but with credit. It's one thing to believe in your spark. It's another to see what happens when someone loses theirs. There has been real situations in the Sims community where creators grew fast by copying others, but it didn't last. For example, there was a Sims creator who gained thousands of followers by mimicking popular channels, copying their video ideas, their Sims looks, even their thumbnails, titles, and speaking styles. At first it worked, but once viewers started noticing, it caused a huge backlash. They had to start over completely, and even now, people still remember. Now, just to be clear, copying is never a smart strategy, but bullying is never okay either. Everyone deserves a chance to grow, learn, and find their real voice without being harassed or torn down. I'm not bringing this up to shame anyone. It's just an honest reminder that copying might seem like a shortcut in the beginning, but in the long run, it can cost you your trust, and trust is everything on YouTube. Finding your real style might take longer, it might feel harder, but it's the only way to build something that actually lasts and something you're truly proud of. So, if copying isn't the way, how do you actually stand out? Let's break it down into 3 simple steps you can start using today. The first step is simple but powerful. Stop trying to be original. Start being personal. Originality happens naturally when you let your real self show. Because here's the truth. Your point of view is the content. The way you see The Sims, the kind of stories you want to tell, the things you find funny or beautiful, that's what makes your channel different. Even if you're doing the same challenge as everyone else, you don't need to perform or invent a fake brand. You just need to tap into what already makes you, you. Next, if you're feeling stuck, here's an easy trick. Take a popular Sims idea and change it just by 5 to 10% to make it yours. Small twists create fresh feelings without overwhelming you. For example, instead of a regular base game starter home, make it a starter home but everything's orange, or whatever your favorite color is. Instead of a standard legacy challenge, create a rule where every heir must marry an alien, or werewolf, or vampire, or something, whatever you want. Tiny changes like these are fun for you, and they give viewers something new to latch onto without feeling lost. You don't have to reinvent The Sims, you just have to remix it a little bit your way. And finally, this is the one most Sims creators overlook. Execution matters more than invention. Even if your video idea has been done 1,000 times before, the way you film, talk, edit, joke, title, or even present yourself can make it unforgettable. Think about it. Thousands of Simmers have done a Create a Sim challenge, thousands of Simmers have built tiny homes, but it's how they present it. The editing style, the storytelling, the Sims personalities, the thumbnail design, that makes you remember them. Your style is your secret weapon. Your flavor is what makes people stay. Still wondering what that looks like in real Sims content? Let's break down a few quick examples so you can start seeing how small details make a huge difference. Here's what I mean. Tons of people may create a Sim cast videos, but your Sim story, the outfits you love, whether you prefer tons of CC or none at all, your quirks and your aesthetic are what make yours stand out. Don't worry if your Sims look different from the popular style. Sharing what you love is what makes people connect. Creators like Danny B Gaming, who turn a Rihanna cast challenge into a full-blown karaoke session, show how bringing your personality into it makes it unforgettable. And Mia Maya XP, whose very first Sims video was a cast video using no CC, just exploring the packs she owned, creating such a fun intro into her creative voice. Thousands of Sims creators do building videos, speed builds, commentary builds, or build challenges. Whether it's a simple starter home, a dream mansion, or a cursed cottage, it's your aesthetic, cozy, witchy, ultra-modern, chaotic, that makes it yours. Creators like Trish Sims, aka Trish Sims All Day, who brings colorful, playful energy to her builds, and Tinker Tailor, who's doing a full Pokemon-themed build series, are proof that your style is your signature. Everybody plays challenges, like Rags to Riches, 100 Baby, or Legacy challenges, but your Sims' personal story, their motivations, and their emotional journey are what turns a familiar challenge into something people actually care about. Like Tamarina Sims, who revisits popular townie lore through a decade-style challenge, breathing new life into the dreamers, the brokes, and the goths we thought we already knew. And even Let's Plays, probably the most crowded type of Sims content, it's your storytelling, your commentary style, your pacing, your humor, your choices that turn its simple gameplay into something unforgettable. Creators like Sims with B, who pull you into their storytelling, or Trinice Plays, who makes it feel like you're sitting right next to them while they play, shows how your vibe is everything. And a special shout out to Sim Anita, my go-to for cozy Sims 2 moments, story builds, gameplay clips, and Sims 2 for Sims 4 comparison. Proof that sometimes finding your spark means revisiting the classics. See, it's not the idea that makes you stand out, it's the life you breathe into it.
2 hours later.
And, by the way, if this build looks familiar, yes, it's inspired by the classic Little Simsy Blue Suburban.
And yes, I will admit that I did just post a video about me being capable of building things that aren't just Blue Suburban. And then I went and built this. So we're going back to our roots.
But for me, the real inspiration came from the Sims 4 world itself. I love exploring the scenery of each world I build. I want it to feel like it belongs in the neighborhood. Since I placed this in San Sequoia, I designed it after a shell home I spotted in Hopewell Hills and gave it my own twist, adding an attic and basement. I'm very much a maximalist, and it turned out bigger than I expected, so I'm leaving the decorating for another video. But hopefully it shows you how you can take a familiar idea and still make it personal. So now I'm curious, what's one Sims idea you love but haven't tried yet because you thought it's already been done? Drop it in the comments. You might be closer than you think to your standout moment. If this helped you rethink how to stand out without stressing about being original, hit the like button so more small Sims creators can find it too. And if you want more real Sims YouTube growth tips and motivation like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. I'd love to take this journey with you, so tune in next time. But until then, channel surfers, happy living and happy simming. And, oh yeah, happy Easter or Flower Bunny Day, whichever is your jam. Okay, bye!